The events of April 15th, 2013 will forever be part of the Boston Marathon's legacy. They haven't stopped legions of runners from signing up. This year, though, all that snow and ice has complicated race preparations for many. WGBH News reporter Anne Mostue recently caught up with one runner who's among those powering through with one big extra complication.
There's still cars that are covered in the snow.
Yeah. From a distance, they look like a typical pack of runners navigating the atypical snowdrifts along Marlborough Street. But look closer and you see something quite different. The first two runners have tied themselves together at the wrist. It's just a shoestring, but it's one way they communicate.
Well, there's like a brick of ice right here.
Excellent. Rusty Tolliver and Kate Cadillac are a team. Rusty can see, but Kate cannot. So he is her eyes, warning her about the rough, icy patches along the road. Because of Rusty, Kate knows when she has to pick up her feet in some places, or slow down.
It's certainly not as easy as running outside when there is no ice and snow, but I prefer it. I'm sure you feel similarly. The treadmill just gets really boring.
So Kate runs her 9-minute miles in all the elements and in a relatively new city.
I just moved to Boston in August, and at that time, everybody else was running around me, so I thought maybe it was something I should get into as well.
Kate has been blind since she was 15 after an illness damaged her nervous system. She was athletic as a child, but never was a runner until now. When a mutual friend set up Kate and Rusty on a date, they turned into running buddies. Now they meet on Sunday mornings at Marathon Sports on Boylston Street. They plan their routes, and they laugh a lot.
I remember the first time we went, I actually started walking and I left her behind and she's like,
Don't worry about me.
And I was like, oh, right, that's the main reason I'm here.
Rusty is an ultra long distance runner, so he's used to a challenge. But protecting his teammate can sometimes be daunting.
I have had her fall already onto a snow mound, thankfully. But like the next mile and a half, I was just like kind of dead inside. I was like, oh my God, I made her fall. Never again. And it's been hard out there in the ice because you have to be aware of everything.
Rusty will describe the snow, trees, even dogs to Kate on their runs. Together they experience the fresh air and say they don't mind the cold when they're moving. And in a city currently full of self-pity, these two are downright optimistic.
This winter that we had, and I know everybody's kind of down about it, and Kate makes me think the opposite. She's out there putting in miles. She can't see. I always tell people it's like running in a freezer with the lights off.
Yeah.
And I get to see this. I get to enjoy the beauty of the snow, and it just makes you, I think, more grateful for where you are.
As for Kate, she can directly feel what's under her feet, and through the eyes of her teammates, she gets to imagine what's around her.
Turn to your side.
Kate plans to run with 2 guides in the marathon this April. And Adam, I know you're a runner, and I'm a runner, and it was so much fun. It was so inspiring to watch these two. I feel silly for not running outside all winter.
I was going to say, it makes me feel like such a lazy, a term I can't say on TV. Yeah, it makes me feel like I should get my butt out there tonight. All right, so these two got connected on a date, but I'm wondering, I assume that's not a scalable way to hook up blind runners with guides. How does it usually happen?
It usually happens through the Massachusetts Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. There's also an organization that Kate mentioned to me called Achilles International. But both organizations are always looking for runners to guide people who are blind who want to run.
Are you going to do it, do you think?
Maybe. I think some of them are faster and run farther than I do, so I have to figure out, I'd have to find someone who's more of a jogger like I am.
Right, as would I. All right, Anne Mostue, thanks.
Sure.